What's happening, Sonic fans? The past couple of weeks have been a good time to be a Sonic the Hedgehog fan, as we've caught our first little glimpse at the leaked Sonic the Hedgehog redesign for the upcoming film. But these leaks keep on coming because now we have our best look at the Sonic the Hedgehog redesign that we're probably gonna get ahead of the official release. And here is the boy himself in this leaked image from AMC movie theaters. And what we have here is our freshly redesigned Sonic leaping out of a gold ring, which is the O in the Sonic logo, and Dr. Robotnik lingering behind, looking ever so sneaky. So now that we have our best look at Sonic facing front, we can actually talk about this design a little more. Now, this does get me thinking about one of the first images of this redesign to leak, where we had Sonic from a front-on angle, and it was an image that I did have a few more little problems with than I have the leaks since. Sonic had this very starfish-looking head with this very elevated top-front quill. But the more I look at these images, the more I am noticing differences between that image and the look of this one. Now, I'm not going to say that that first leak was fake. It's very much still the same design as what we have here, but it definitely appears that the fur is a lot less textured than it has been on the other leaks, which leads me to believe that maybe that image was earlier on in the designing process. With this front-on image here, it's safe to say that the starfish head is no longer a problem, as Sonic's head looks a lot more natural here, and is definitely a lot furrier. Now, for starters, in this image here, Sonic looks very expressive now, which is a very good thing. Sonic's previous character model in this film, the trouble with it was when he was screaming, his mouth could only open so far, his eyes could only open so wide, and the whole thing just didn't look very expressive. I didn't get that sense of the blue dude with the attitude from him. He always looked kinda blank. Now, to tell the truth, even in the video games, I haven't really been getting a very expressive nature from Sonic, particularly in Sonic Forces, where the character's animations and expressions are very, very stiff. This Sonic here has a smug little smirk, and his movement looks fluid, even in this obviously static image. I'm just getting a sense of bounce from this design, and I guess that is to be expected from a multi-million-dollar motion picture, but it's just nice to see. It's nice to see that they had the right idea when going about this. Now, I am wondering if this is a completely brand new character model, or if they took the old one from the movie and just reformed it into a Sonic shape, as this is still a photorealistic sort of Sonic. The fur is very much a similar texture, everything about him is similar to the old one. It's like the old design, but done right. And I think that's what I actually really appreciate about this, is they did have the guts to kind of stick with their original vision, but they just executed it better this time. There was a time when I was just really hoping they would fold and just put the original Sonic the Hedgehog character model that we saw in like the Sonic Unleashed cutscenes in there. But I gotta say, I am really grateful for this, and I just can't get over the ingenuity of that little white bit of fur between his eyes, making them look connected. That's awesome. Okay, so other things I was a little concerned about in the lower quality images of this were the nose. It definitely is a little more boxy than it is in the video games, not as round, but it at least isn't triangular and doesn't look like it's been literally ripped upwards. Big improvement there. I like the fact that the mouth does go up to one side. I've always kind of found it a bit strange when they've tried to do Sonic with a central mouth. It never quite looks right. Here, they've kind of done it central, but it does definitely taper up to the left, especially in this image. It looks like a smirk. And I think that trademark Sonic the Hedgehog smirk is definitely integral to the character's design and expressiveness. And again, I'm grateful they've stuck some gloves on him and some shoes on him, and he no longer has, like, monkey anatomy. That's also a great thing. Now, to be completely honest, I don't see any reason why Sega shouldn't actually consider using this design in future games other than for budget reasons. I could still imagine this Sonic design here running through the Green Hill Zone of Sonic Generations. As with the level design in Sonic Generations, while it was obviously stylized, they still kind of went about it with a realistic logic, with kind of the rock textures and the grass textures and everything like that. He might look a little out of place in more of a Lost World sort of aesthetic, but I definitely could see him in, say, Sonic Unleashed or Sonic Generations. Who knows, it might work better. Maybe, like, this is what Sonic needs to get out of his identity crisis here. Because definitely there is a lot of pandering to the classic Sonic in the video games. Maybe they just need that little boost forward, you know, and maybe a drastic redesign like this could be the key to that. Or maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. Now the thing is, with this poster here, we can see Dr. Robotnik in the back there, and that does kind of serve as a reminder here, as kind of something to bring us Sonic fans back down to earth, that while we definitely have a significantly improved Sonic the Hedgehog design, that's not necessarily going to fix every single problem that there appears to be with this movie. The original trailer for this film, you gotta think, that very much still stands. The film is still gonna be that. It's just minus the hideous, nightmarish looking Sonic that we had in that trailer. And yes, that does seem like a good thing, but if it wasn't for that hideous Sonic the Hedgehog design in that trailer, would you really be talking about anything else? And Jim Carrey's Robotnik over there kind of does serve as a reminder of that for me. I still have issues with this from the onset. Dr. Robotnik in that trailer didn't act like Dr. Robotnik, he acted like Jim Carrey. And I would say dressed as Dr. Robotnik, but for most of that trailer, save for a couple of seconds at the end, he doesn't look like Dr. Robotnik. With our newly fixed, visually appealing Sonic the Hedgehog, that doesn't fix that Dr. Robotnik is just a Jim Carrey appropriation of the character. Now, to be fair, if you do take away that Sonic the Hedgehog redesign, and we assume that Dr. Robotnik will be spending some degree of the movie, possibly the third act, looking in his accurate design, we have something pretty inoffensive here. And as far as video game movie trailers go, that might be the best we can really ask for. The thing that does definitely give me some faith in this, though, is the fact that they did delay the film to this degree, and they spent all the money on redesigning Sonic. It shows that their priorities are with quality, and not necessarily the cash grab that this film initially looked like. They've really earned some brownie points for doing this, and it's definitely cast this film in a light I never expected to see it in. The thing is, I was always going to see this movie. Like, I never thought Sonic would work as a film, I never asked for a Sonic the Hedgehog movie, but I love Sonic the Hedgehog, both ironically and unironically. I love this franchise for all of its victories and all of its missteps, warts and all. So I would have definitely paid to see this movie just to laugh at the sleep paralysis demon looking Sonic, and just so I could kind of say, yeah, I was there. I was there for the Sonic the Hedgehog theatrical release movie. I'm still gonna do that now, but I'm not going in with the immediate intention of laughing at it anymore. It still sounds cliched, it still sounds a little bit lame, but I can see that there's definitely a labor of love to this now. So before I wrap up, just one extra tidbit worth thinking about is the fact that they actually drafted in Tyson Hesse to help with the redesign of Sonic the Hedgehog. If you don't know who Tyson Hesse is, he's the guy that did the opening cutscene for Sonic Mania and made such animations as Sonic Mania Adventures and Team Sonic Racing Overdrive. He was a longtime fan of Sonic the Hedgehog that they bought in for the Mania project, and well, obviously, his work hasn't gone unappreciated. He even did his own redesign before a redesign was confirmed, and it was definitely a big improvement on what had come before. I just really appreciate that both Sega and Paramount here have been listening to fans and bringing in their input and really inviting it to this degree. It says a lot about both companies, whether you like them or not. Well, what do you guys think? Comment below and discuss, and as always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the like button, and in the description below are links to my Patreon and my Discord. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day, and coming up next are exciting promos. Oh, hey gang, look at this! Channel Goat is back! But he's got bad news. His computer was hacked by the Adzinco gang, and they leaked his private information. And now his goat cojones are there for everybody to see. Ah man, that's quite a predicament you got there, Channel Goat. And the thing is, you're not the only one. Do you know how many people get hacked per year and have their personal information and data spread online for all to see? A lot. Like, look it up. And I know what the rest of you are thinking. It hasn't happened to me, yet. Well, emphasis on yet. I mean, how old are you? Right, now how long is the average human lifespan? That's a lot of time that you could get hacked in. And by the time that's done, everybody is gonna know what your PP looks like. Do you really want that? Do you really want the world to see your PP? You run that risk every single day, guys. Seriously, hackers, pretty talented people. Which is why I, for one, use NordVPN to protect my private information and my Nords. It shuffles your data so that it can't be found by hackers, but not only that, it can also unlock the worldwide range of Netflix. And like, who wouldn't want that, right? Now you can really maximize your subscription. The fact is, guys, you could save yourself the stress and a lawsuit by simply browsing with NordVPN. And I've made it easy for you. A link is in the description below. And this subscription comes with a promise. Nobody has to know what you're into anymore. You little furry you. Anyway, sign up today. Seriously, do it. Please? For your sweet little puppy. This video is brought to you by Zentai for all your cosplay needs. Link is in the description below and they are very cool and good. Cosplay your favorite characters or send in one of your own designs. Affordable prices and very high quality. Made to order and made to measure. But most of all, made to be heckin' awesome. If you couldn't already tell. Guys, can you believe where we are now and where we started? How long ago it was that Channel Pup, or Channel Go even, came about? Because it really wasn't that long when you think about it. Can you believe the amount of support I've received from this community, from all of you subscribing to the channel and everything? It's unreal. It's a dream come true for me. But behind the YouTubers you watch usually comes a bit of a truth, is that they're often dirt poor. Now, I've had the good fortune of being able to grow this YouTube channel and hopefully turn it into a career, but I'm gonna need a little bit of help along the way, to even the odds, to make ends meet, so that I can use all of the possible time that I have to make videos for you guys, as opposed to doing something mundane, for barely enough money to make it worth its while. I've done all that. I've lived that life. The fact is, together we all built Channel Pup. We made it what it is today, and I want to keep the ball rolling on that. I don't ever want to stop doing this, because this is the most gratifying job I've ever had, and I think the most pleasurable hobby anyone could ever have. I don't take any of the support that I receive from you guys for granted, but if in any way you're wondering if maybe you could do a little more for the channel even, then I want to direct you to the Patreon link in the description below. It would mean the world to me to have your support via Patreon. It can help me to make ends meet. It can help me to better my content. It can help me to have more time to really work on this stuff. But you know what? I'm not just going to take your support and run. No way, Jose. In the Patreon, you can access exclusive videos via the Pups Project Room playlist, where you can see different projects that I've been working on or have worked on that have either not made it to YouTube for general viewing or have been cancelled, or, well, you can get a little view of the process that goes behind the Channel Pup videos and productions. As well as that, you tend to get advanced previews of the bigger Channel Pup projects, our tentpole event projects. If you've seen Marvelous Tales of Spider-Man, you'll be aware that that was released on the Patreon first, and 20 days later approximately was released for general viewing on YouTube. That's not the only time I'm gonna do this. But you know what? If you can't do the Patreon, or are just not interested in doing the Patreon, I fully understand. Like, it's still a big ask in my opinion. And what counts most is your support. So, as always, thank you so much, guys. I've been Channel Pup, and I will think of a better catchphrase next time. Now please leave me alone!